Hello, everyone. What's happening?
Hello, Didi. Namaste.
Namaste.
All good, all good.
Okay, so shall we start? It's 4 o'clock. Let's start with the invocation. Close your eyes, connect the tongue to the palate. Inhale slowly, exhale slowly. Let us invoke. To the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, we thank you for your priceless blessings, for divine light, divine love, divine guidance, divine love, mercy, inner healing, physical healing. Thank you for the inner strength to practice regularly. Thank you for your divine help and protection, for illumination, for abundance and prosperity. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. Okay, so today we're going to quickly talk about the coffee bath. After the last session on the salt bath, I've had a lot of people calling me and saying, I've been taking a coffee bath every day, which is a little bit scary because a coffee bath is rather depleting, and you are not supposed to take a coffee bath every day. I'm just going to talk about it a little bit. So in the book, this one, it's called Practical Psychic Self-Defense by Master Choa. The book is available on Kindle if you want to read it. So I'm just going to talk about it a little bit. So there's something called psychic attacks, right? So all of us, who've grown up in India have seen our grandmothers do what we call noonrai, right? Noonrai is like taking salt and taking mustard seeds and kind of doing a little ritual with that. Now, that's one. The second one that we do often is the 7 red chilies business. So those of you who know what I'm talking about, it's fine. If you don't, it's also fine. The third one that Master Choa recommends is taking a coffee bath. Okay, so first the salt one. So do you know why salt works? So it's not exactly as superstitious as you may think it is. So if you ever do pranic crystal healing, you will learn that salt is a crystal, and a crystal can be programmed, which means it can be given instructions. So when we are actually doing what we call the noonrai, which is the salt and mustard seeds thing, what we're actually doing is we are programming the salt to remove the negative energy. So the thing is that, these have been handed down as part of our culture, and people have not been able to explain to us why these things work. So maybe we think they're superstitious, but now that I've done pranic healing, and I used to think they're superstitious, but now that I've done pranic healing and I understand what it is, and I can scan and I can check and I can validate. So there's noonrai. Okay, that's one. So why does salt work? Salt works because it is programmable. It can be programmed to remove negative energy. Okay. Next thing is the chilies. So you can use a chili, or sometimes we've seen if you go on the highway, you'll see all these trucks and they have these, green chilies, and they have this lemon hanging at the back, right? And it's supposed to ward off evil spirits. So again, how does that work? So that works by what is called the principle of diversionary, which is again given in this book called Pranic Psychic Self-Defense for Home and Office. So I'm not going to describe the technique. If you want, you can read it in the book. What I am going to talk about right now is the coffee bath, because that seems to have become a concern for me, with so many people telling me that they're taking a coffee bath every day, which is not good. Why? So when we use salt, when we use a salt bath and we apply salt on our body after we take a normal bath, then what that does is that it removes any regular stress energy, any negative energy that is stuck to us because of some reason, that gets removed. Now, if you add coffee to the salt, then what it does is that the coffee and salt combination actually removes some good energy as well. So if we take a regular bath with salt, it is not depleting. When you take a regular bath with salt, the salt will remove only the negative energy because of the kind of prana it contains. And again, if you're clairvoyant, then you can see the prana. If not, you just have to kind of go with whatever Master Choa is saying till you can validate it for yourself. Okay, so we'll just stick with that. Now, the coffee is something that can remove positive energy as well. So here's what Master says. The water, salt, and coffee bath has a deep cleansing effect. People usually feel much lighter after taking it. It can also be used for self-healing. Salt breaks down the dirty, diseased, and destructive energies, while coffee has the ability to expel them. Unfortunately, to a slight degree, it also expels some of the healthy pranic energy from the body. So this is the reason why we don't take a coffee bath every day. Okay, you can take it maybe If you're a healer who's doing many healings, maybe you can do it once a week or once in 2 weeks. And he also says that this may cause some people to temporarily feel tired after taking the coffee and salt bath. To neutralize this possible effect. So, this is what this means is that the coffee is so draining that you have to neutralize the effect of that. How do you neutralize it? You have to take food supplements with high pranic energy content, such as juices, powders, or tablets of barley grass, wheat grass, and other green stuff. That's what it's written. Green stuff is what's written in the book. Ginseng, bee pollen, or a raw egg before taking a bath. Okay, so this is again from the book. And the combination given here is put 2 or 3 kilos of salt in a bathtub with warm water, then add 250 to 500 grams of pure instant coffee, soak in the bathtub for 15 to 20 minutes. While in the bath, you may invoke for divine energy. After this, take a shower to wash your body. Okay, so salt bath every day, please don't do it. Please don't do it. You will get very depleted. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share today. Taking a coffee and salt bath every day is not to be done. You can take a coffee and salt bath, which means a combination of salt and coffee. You can do that maybe once a week, once a month. Okay, again, depending on your requirement. If you don't require it, don't take a coffee bath. Okay, salt bath, which is applying salt on your body after taking a normal bath, that can be done every day, twice a day, thrice a day, no problem. Okay. Some people are saying, can you take away my weight? Yes, pranic healing can help with weight. There is a workshop called body sculpting, and I have used it on myself, and I can tell you it really works. The way it works is twofold. A, it gets rid of fat directly by the protocol. And the second way that it works is that it actually removes the cravings. So then there are the cravings for food literally begin to go away. So that's how that works. My personal interpretation is that the coronavirus is what I call the great leveling field. What I mean by that, what I think by that, is that no matter how wealthy you are, no matter how powerful you may be, one cannot escape A, possibly getting infected, B, having to go into quarantine if one gets affected. So in that sense, I feel that the coronavirus is here to show us that possibly money and power don't work sometimes. And the coronavirus is a status, is a situation where money and power don't work. What works is compassion. Let's be aware. You may have your own interpretation of the coronavirus and its lesson for all of us. You're welcome to share on the chat group. Let's bless everyone who is affected by the coronavirus. The reason that we are blessing people is that when we bless people, we get entitled to God's blessings. We improve our karmic balance sheet. Let's bless everyone affected by the coronavirus. Let's be compassionate towards those who have suffered. Sometimes it's difficult, but it's okay. We can tell ourselves it's okay. It's okay. Okay, take some time. If you know anybody in your neighborhood, bless them specifically. Family members, distant family members, celebrities worldwide, ministers, politicians, bless everyone, anyone who's affected, without any exception. God does not make exceptions. We are nobody to make exceptions to who we will bless and who we will not. Just let's bless everyone. Okay, and with that karmic entitlement, let's pray for protection from the coronavirus for ourselves and for others. Let's bless our financial target. Let's bless our health target. Let's bless our relationship target. Think of one person who may perhaps be giving you a relationship exercise. So we call it the relationship examination, which tests our patience, which makes us feel like saying, I give up, but we're not going to give up. Okay? We're going to continue to try to help the person. That is the relationship target. Let's have a spiritual target. So for me, the next spiritual target is to have a basic pranic healing workshop on the 9th and 30th of August. For you, if you haven't done pranic healing, perhaps you can attend. Or if you have any other spiritual target, let's bless it together. Let's bless our projects, our homes, our workplace, each of our family members, our friends, our school friends, college friends, work friends, and also let's bless ourselves. Remember, one of the most important people on the planet for us is ourselves. Let's bless ourselves with divine light, divine guidance, divine power, divine intelligence, divine love, and divine mercy. Lord God, we thank you. Inhale slowly, inhale all the blessings. Exhale. Please bless anything else that you'd like to and gently open your eyes. Okay. Thank you, Priya. So one thing I wanted to add is that in the book, Pranic Psychic Self-Defense, Master says that you can use a coffee bath if you feel that you are, on the receiving end of a psychic attack. Now, there's just one thing I want to say here is that rather than, I mean, of course, you should take, measures against a psychic attack, no doubt about it. You can learn shielding, you can learn, diversionary, like we discussed with the red chilies or with the nimbu, or take a coffee bath. But remember, the biggest shield of all is the law of karma and the law of forgiveness. What I mean by that is that if a psychic attack is happening to us, perhaps it is because of the law of karma, because we did something to that person at some point. So, often we get approached by people saying, oh, I'm under psychic attack. Can you tune in and see who it is? Or can you tell me how to handle it? Or can you tell me who the person is? And I usually tell people, whoever it is, let's not get into that. Let's get into the law of forgiveness and do something about it. And also let's use the law of karma, which basically is that you just forgive the person who has done whatever they have done to you, if they have done something to you. Okay. So that's one thing I wanted to just add. Again, that doesn't mean that you just let psychic attacks, remain with you. You should take care of it. But remember, the biggest shield is the pink energy that we get from the Twin Hearts meditation. If we bless properly, if we release the energy properly, we are protected. Okay. So yes, there are lots of techniques that Master Choa has said. We have all these wonderful workshops. I encourage you to take all the workshops, definitely. But at the end, the whole purpose of all these workshops is to be able to help us to master, to understand, and to bring into our heart what? The law of karma. What does it say? Do unto others what you want them to do unto you. Okay, so if someone's sending you a psychic attack, don't send a psychic attack. If someone's saying negative things to you, try and not say negative things about them. Okay. Now, there's one more thing I want to add here, and that is that, sometimes we think that, oh, if someone's behaving badly, are we not supposed to say anything? You are supposed to say something, but you can say it firmly and politely. Okay. Let's say, for example, I'm aware that, a colleague of mine is always telling lies, for example. Now, that doesn't mean that I am not aware that this person tells lies. I'm aware that this person tells lies. Okay. But I'm not going to judge them. I'm just going to be like, okay, so this person sometimes tends to tell lies, and I'm going to try and downplay it a little bit. And then what I'm also going to do is like, okay, let me just double check this. So let's say if person A told me something and I will, about Priya, then I'll be like, listen, hey, Pri, Did you actually say this just to this person? And I'll ask her gently, and we'll have this conversation and we'll have some clarity, right? So it's also important to double check. So I'm not saying once you're aware that someone, let's say, is a liar or is a certain kind of person, okay, this person is like this, their life experiences have caused them to become like this. Maybe they were really hurt as a child when they told the truth, and so they've just become liars. Okay, and it's really it's okay. It's okay. I mean, I'm not saying it's okay to lie. I'm just saying it's okay to accept that this person is somebody who lies a lot. It's okay. It's fine. Just deal with it. Okay, don't lie yourself. Don't do a tit for tat, because then you're just going to increase the negative karma that is there. So why are we talking about this? Coffee bath, definitely you can do it once a week. You can do it once a month if you are contaminated to that extent. Otherwise, coffee bath is not required for normal people. Just take a salt bath, meditate, bless, use the law of karma. Okay,